Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the book A Man Called Ove, or Ove in Swedish. This is the book by Fredrik Backman. As you have already guessed, this 2012 Swedish novel is about a man called Ove. Ove is the straightest arrow you have seen. He is a 59-year-old man who now finds himself among people and in a generation of people who are incompetent in this world and can't even do their basic things like reversing the trailers. This book is a pretty neatly written, heartwarming and humorous third-person view of the character called Ove by Fredrik Backman as he goes around his daily activities and his musings. The novel dances between Ove's past and the present world. The character building is really amazing in this novel, and as you walk through it, you slowly fall in love with the characters. Sonja is Ove's wife, and you can take my word about how much love they do have for each other. This book could have been more enjoyable if we could know even more about Ove's past. Not that the information is in any way lacking, but the love with the character, the sentence construction is pretty simple, so you wouldn't need a dictionary to carry with yourself. By the end of this novel, I have been so overwhelmed with emotions that I find really hard about any point which went against the grain. This book differentiates itself from other books by bringing out the shenanigans and the idiosyncrasies of the characters like Anita, Rune, Patrick, Jimmy, and how these things relate in a mirror image way to Ove's past. I enjoyed this book immensely because in the starting it doesn't promise you a lot of things, but as you move, it simply gives you out everything. This book will make you think and become emotionally overwhelmed, giggle, and then shed a tear just for the sheer love of the characters. This book is particularly strong in terms of humor and overmastering emotion. Some quotes are, Ove now dislikes her a little less. The cat gives him a stare as if it's sitting on the judgmental side of the desk at an interview. Ove feels his cheek burning. He isn't sure if it's due to shame or anger. People said that Ove saw the world in black and white, but she was colors, all the colors he had. You only need one light to chase all the shadows away. Then one morning, he boarded a train and saw her for the first time. He hadn't laughed since a long time. And after he saw her, life was never the same again. So overall, this novel is a must read, and I consider it one of the best novels in the categories of emotion, love, and humor. If you want to read something that is good, that makes you feel good about yourself, that makes you feel good about other people's in general, then I guess you should read it. And I consider myself extremely lucky to have read this book, known this book. So that's my review of A Man Called Ove by Fredrik Backman. And if you get a chance, then read this book. And see you next time. Bye bye.